The recent criticism directed at the Prince of Wales for his involvement in supporting a local Cornish club, Mousehole AFC, through the resources and influence of the Duchy of Cornwall appears to be a case of misplaced outrage and a fundamental misunderstanding of his role and actions. The Prince of Wales as Duke of Cornwall holds a unique and direct link to the region and the assets of the duchy. His intervention to help the football club secure a much-needed access road, which reporting confirms was completed at no extra cost to the club or local community, or cost at all, thanks to generous in-kind contributions secured by a consortium of partners he championed, is a prime example of him using his influence for genuine good. Critics, particularly the anti-monarchy group Republic, have not specifically condemned the act of fixing the road itself, but rather used the incident to amplify their campaign against the royal family's hereditary wealth. While also saying that the Prince of Wales apparently didn't pay for this road, yet he did. Like, where do they think this money came from? If the club didn't pay for it, and the association didn't pay for it, who paid for it? Oh wait, that'd be Prince William, wouldn't it? Come on, Republic, at least have some common sense, mate. Instead of working like the rest of us, the Republic Party like to do this. They like to complain about the duchy's ownership, and they argue that the Duchy of Cornwall, a massive property empire, is in effect state property and not the private asset of the heir to the throne. Therefore, they claim there is no justification for allowing Prince William to take the annual profits, reported to be over £23 million, as a personal private income. Yet, like any other person that owns land in the UK, it's his land. Like, literally, so many people in the UK have land that their family has owned, and they obviously inherit it from family. That's not a new thing, and it's not only just the royal family that does this. There are thousands of people across the UK that own land that have inherited it from family members, or it's been in the family name for ages. You know what I'm saying? That is land that they own, and they have the right to own that land. So let me just ask Republic followers this. Are you going to go around to every single person that owns land and justify to them why they can't own that land just because it's inherited from their family members? Don't be ridiculous, you're not going to do that. It's their land and their family own it, end of story. Don't like it, leave the country. And then as well as that, there is a lot of PR accusation against this as well. Some critics have tried to diminish his actions by labelling the intervention as a cynical PR stunt. This claim is patently false and ignores the realities of both his position and the club's long-standing need. As the heir to the throne, his actions are always in the public eye, and attending an event is an official engagement, and the true measure is the genuine impact of the work he championed to solve a long-term community problem. Also, him actually championing and going to this football club will also raise the club's profile as well. So he's actually helping the club as well, which is why there was photographers there, because also it was an engagement that was probably booked months in advance. It's actually quite concerning that these critics think that the Prince and Princess of Wales and the King and the Queen literally go out to these engagements to get PR. Literally, what a load of rubbish. They go out to these engagements because they're booked months in advance. They don't just wake up one morning and say, actually guys, we need some more photos of ourselves, let's go out to this engagement. What a load of rubbish. They literally go out to these engagements booked months in advance, and sometimes it's a surprise engagement because it's not released to the public. But it is still an engagement booked months in advance. It's nothing to do with PR or anything like that. A separate but unrelated line of criticism has focused on the condition of some of the residential properties connected to the Duchy estate, with investigations highlighting that some rental homes fall below minimum energy efficiency standards, or EPC rating E, leading to issues like damp and mould for tenants. It is important to understand the complexities and the division of responsibility on a huge historic estate, direct versus indirect ownership. While the Duchy owns vast tracts of land, the residential portfolio is complex. Some properties are directly managed rentals, while others have been sold on long leases to private individuals who are responsible for their own maintenance, repairs and improvements. The Duke's responsibility. Where the Duchy is the direct landlord, Prince William, through his staff, is responsible for addressing these issues. In response to the criticism, the Duchy is publicly committed to a significant investment to improve the energy efficiency and condition of its housing stock. But that could not be placed on Prince William himself, and also it cannot be placed on the staff either, because some people just don't look after their houses. The tenants or leaseholders' role. Once a property is sold off, either freehold or via a long lease, the onus for maintenance and upkeep shifts to the individual owner or leaseholder. Furthermore, general neglect or maintenance issues in privately run homes are the responsibility of the occupants or their managing agents, not the head of the estate from which the land originated. To blame Prince William or any of his staff for every imperfect or poorly maintained home on historic Duchy land is an oversimplification that ignores the fundamental legal division of property ownership and responsibility. Prince William cannot go to every single home and go, right, you're looking after my homes. If the house has been ruined by the occupants or by the owner of that home individually, or the person that's sold, like the agent, that's got nothing to do with the royal family. Sadly, some people don't look after homes and don't maintain homes properly. That's got nothing to do with the Duchy of Cornwall or the Duke of Cornwall or anything like that, because, houses need to be maintained. And if the agents or the owners are not maintaining the house and looking after it properly, that's their problem, not the Prince of Wales's. He cannot be at every single home making sure that everybody is looking after their homes. He has to trust that people are going to look after it. Some people have genuine problems and they can go to their agents and complain, but some people just don't look after their homes at all. The blame should not be placed on the Prince of Wales because he's not going to every single home on the estate and fixing it. Not only is that super unrealistic, it's also really stupid because the Prince of Wales, his role is obviously to run the estate. But obviously there are individual staff and individual agents running each of the homes in certain places in Cornwall. There's only so much the Prince of Wales can do in controlling what people do to houses. He's not an estate agent. His role is to literally run the estate and to make sure that it runs smoothly. In summary, the Prince of Wales is actively using his role to deliver tangible immediate good like the football club road, while also responding to valid criticism regarding the state of the housing portfolio by pledging major investment. This shows a responsive and responsible approach to his stewardship of the estate, contrasting sharply with the critics who seek to delegitimise his role entirely for no apparent reason.